What's up, everybody? Justin here to do my NXT TV review for November 16th, whatever it is. Let me check the date. November 16th. Wednesday NXT TV review, the go-home show for NXT TakeOver Toronto. It wasn't, the guys that are involved in the main matches at NXT TakeOver Toronto, they weren't really on the show, but that's okay. It was still a pretty decent episode. So it kicked off with Liv Morgan in a women's match. Liv Morgan against Peyton Royce. I love Peyton Royce. She's gorgeous, and she's a pretty good worker also. And I also love her theme music. So Peyton Royce, Liv Morgan, they've been feuding with each other for a while. Liv Morgan has also been feuding with Billie Kay. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce are together like their own faction. They're always double teaming, beating up Peyton Royce. Or they're always beating up Liv Morgan, not Peyton Royce. So it was decent, I guess. It was very short-lived because Billie Kay interfered and it was a disqualification. And then Billie Kay comes out, as I said, DQ, and then the beatdown starts on Liv Morgan. Well, then Aaliyah comes out to make the save. Aaliyah appears to make the save. At least she tried to make the save. Then she started getting beat down. And then out comes, to make the save, and it made a lot of sense, is Ember Moon. Runs in, makes a save for Liv Morgan and Aaliyah. So now Ember Moon, Liv Morgan, and Aaliyah want to have a six-man or a six-women's tag probably at TakeOver Toronto. Or they'll tape the six-women's tag for an episode of NXT next week. Because at TakeOver, they're going to tape a lot of extra matches to put on NXT TV for 1 or 2 weeks. So this was a good first segment, not a good match, but a good segment. Because we had Billie Kay come out, Aaliyah and Ember Moon all get involved to build up their feud in their match. Probably in Toronto they're going to have a match. So then we hear from Andrade. We hear from him next. And I don't care for the guy. I do not care for the guy one bit. He's boring to me. Then up next we had an NXT TakeOver Toronto hype video. It was pretty awesome. And then we go to Dusty Classic. 2016 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. We go to the highlights of the Dusty Classic tournament. It's been pretty good. Yes, there's been injuries. I believe a couple people were taken out of the tournament and they had to lose because of injuries, like the Revival. One of them were injured, or both of them were. Also, DIY was taken out of the Dusty Classic, probably because they were going to take on the Revival for the tag titles. But I'm happy with the Dusty Classic finals. Authors of Pain, TM6-1. I'm happy with that match because they are both two true tag teams. They deserve to be in the finals. By the way, Paul Ellering will be above the ring in a shark cage, so he can't interfere. Then after that Dusty Classic highlights, we went to a return. They put out on their Twitter account, WWE NXT's Twitter account, they put out a video saying the return is next. I don't know who the hell they were talking about. I really didn't think about it. But the return was Elias Sampson. He returns. The guy had major heat when I was at an NXT Live event in January of 2016. Elias Sampson had major heat. The guy, because my hometown is Milwaukee, so somebody he got a Bo Dempsey was wearing a cheese head, because of course he's in Wisconsin. So he came out of the cheese head, got a good pop for that. Then at the end of the match, Elias Sampson took the cheese head, picked it up, put it on his head. Crowd was booing very much. The guy in major heat. Then Sampson kicked the cheesehead, went flying into the crowd. I was in the 4th row, and I was up against this wall. This giant wall was up behind me, so the cheesehead came by me, bounced off the wall. So then I caught it. Bounced off the wall right by me. Then I caught it. Fans started chanting, throw it back, throw it back. I threw it back, tried to hit Sampson right in his head, but I missed, and the cheesehead hit the top rope, fell to the ground. Then Sampson picked it up and ripped it in half, and that got major heat. You don't rip a cheesehead in Wisconsin, because Wisconsin is Packer country. Even though they've not been good this year, it's still Packer country, and the fans here still always stand behind the Packers. So Sampson doing that, the guy got major heat. So Sampson, the guy's a heat seeker. So they might as well keep him with NXT, keep him on the roster. Don't release the guy because he is a major heat seeker. So Elias Sampson makes his return, taking on some guy named Nathan Cruz. I don't know who that is. He was a decent worker, but of course Elias Sampson in his return wins. He wins it. Then up next we had Aaliyah, Liv Morgan, and Ember Moon backstage promo, hyping up that they want to have a match with Peyton, Royce, Billy Kay at TakeOver. And then they said, I believe Liv Morgan said this: find 3 partners. Find 3 people, or find 3 partners, and then come find us. So they want a 6 women's tag in Toronto, and they'll probably get it. Then we had a video hype package, DIY versus a Revival video hype package. It was pretty awesome. It got me excited for TakeOver, and it was good. It was very good. It was good shit. Then we had in their Brooklyn match that they had, the TakeOver Brooklyn Part 2, that match was shown. That was damn awesome. And it was a great hype video for the tag title match. 2 out of 3 falls at TakeOver Toronto. Then we had, up next, more NXT TakeOver Toronto hype videos. This one was hype video package running down the card and the feud. It went into the running down the card, showing all the matches on the screen. Then it went to a video package of Bobby Roode, Ty Dillinger, and their history. And they were partners in the Dusty Classic until Roode decided to walk out. So that was damn good. That was a damn good video package on Bobby Roode and Ty Dillinger. Ty Dillinger said in it he was part of WWE's relaunch of ECW. That was a huge fail. Probably the biggest fail Vince ever tried to do. Except the WBF was even worse, and you could probably say the XFL was worse also than WWE's ECW. Because at least WWE's ECW, at least it lasted 3 years, or 3.5 years at least it lasted. XFL didn't last 3 years, and WBF didn't last 3 years. I don't know who in the hell would ever want to watch a bodybuilding competition on pay-per-view. I don't know who on earth, I don't know what guy or girl would order a bodybuilding competition and just watch it. In my opinion, there's something wrong with you if you want to watch bodybuilders posing. That is just weird. And I don't know who's a fan of watching bodybuilding competitions. I'm sure not. So, as I said, Rude, Ty Dillinger, that was a great video package. It was awesome. I never knew that Ty Dillinger was a part of WWE's ECW. And then he was released for like 5 years until he was actually brought back and put in NXT. Then the main event was Andrade Almas against Cedric Alexander was the main event of NXT this week. Very good main event. It was a very good match. It went about over 15 minutes or maybe longer. It was good. Andrade wins it. I didn't really expect him to win, but whatever. He won. I'm not a fan of his. I think he'll be released in 2017. The guy's a good worker, but I'm not a fan of his, and I don't care. What Andrade does in NXT, I don't care for the guy. I don't want to see him on the main roster. I just don't care. So this ends my NXT TV review. Follow me on Twitter at WWE NXT Guy. And subscribe to my YouTube. Like my videos, share my videos, comment on my videos if you choose to. Hope you enjoyed this NXT TV review. TakeOver Toronto, 3 nights away. Tomorrow's Thursday, then Friday, that's 2 nights. Saturday's the 3rd night. 3 nights away. About 71 hours away from TakeOver Toronto. The crowd is going to be really hyped up. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a great TakeOver event. I know it's going to be a great TakeOver. Matches are going to be damn good quality. It's not going to be like Survivor Series. NXT is different. It just is different. The crowd reacts different to NXT takeovers than WWE pay-per-views. Not saying Survivor Series is going to suck. I don't think it will. I don't know why Survivor Series has to be 4 hours. But that's Vince's decision. I guess he wants to make all big events 4 hours or longer because they're on his network. And they can make them 4 hours. They can make every pay-per-view 4 hours if they want it because they don't got to abide by pay-per-view companies' rules. Hope you enjoy my NXT November 16th, 2016 review. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy NXT TakeOver Toronto. I'll be live tweeting it, the entire TakeOver event. So join me on Twitter at WWE NXT Guy. Live tweet me. I'll answer you if you're not rude to me. And if I know you, I'll always answer you. If you follow me, I will answer you. Bye for now, everybody.